So in the last video, you learned how to manage blocks and add them into regions. And you also saw this configure blocks form where you can define a title. You can also select if you want the title to be displayed. And then you can also select which region the block will be added to. But we didn't cover this visibility section because I wanted to devote a whole video to it. So from this visibility section, you can control when a block will be visible. So out of the box, you can add it to content types, to specific pages, and also make it visible for specific roles. Okay, so let's start off with content types. Let's make this block only visible on the article content type, because if we go to the homepage now and refresh, you can see powered by Drupal here on the left. And if I go to the article, you can also see powered by Drupal here on the left. If I go to, say, the contact us page, you can also see it. So right now, this block is being displayed across the whole site. So let's go back to our configure block form, and then let's check article. So now, if I refresh the homepage, you can see that the block is no longer there. But if I click on this article, you can see that the block is visible here on the left. Let's go and configure this block again. And we can even select multiple conditions. So let's say, for example, we want this block to appear on the article content type, but only for anonymous users. So users who haven't logged in. Let's go down here to roles and check anonymous user and then click on save block. Now, straight away, the block has disappeared because we are logged in as a user. We are technically an authenticated user. So what I'll do is I'll open up a private window and go to this demo site. And then if I click on one of these articles, you can see that now the powered by Drupal is visible because both conditions are met. The first condition being that this page is an article, and the second condition is that I am an anonymous user. So let's now jump back to the configure block form, but because we can't see the block, we can't just select it from here. We need to go back to block layout and then configure it. Now, one thing to be aware of when you've defined multiple conditions is that both conditions need to return true for the block to be visible. So in this example, the content type needs to be an article and the role needs to be an anonymous user for this block to be visible. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. However, if I was to now select basic page, well then Drupal will display this block if the content type is an article or a basic page and the role is anonymous user. So the operator used between the conditions is an AND operator, so both have to return true. But if you were to select multiple options within a single condition, it is an OR operator. So that's just something to be aware of. It can be a bit tricky at first, but just be aware of that. Now, later on in this training module, I will show you how to use a module called Block Visibility Groups, which gives you way more control over the visibility settings. Now, let's just remove these options. And what I'll also do is show you how to add these blocks to specific pages. So if you want this powered by Drupal block to be visible on just, say, the contact page, well, you can do that just by adding in /contact. So then if we click on save block and then we scroll all the way down to contact, you will see that powered by Drupal is available there. Pretty simple. But now let's take things one step further, okay? Let's configure the block and let's use this wildcard. So let's use the star character as a wildcard. Let's just imagine we want this block to appear on all of the /user/ pages. That would be user/login, user/register, and also the forgotten password page, and also the user profile page. If we want to achieve that, all we need to do is add /user/ and then star, because this indicates that everything else is a wildcard. So let's just save the block. And then if we go to my account, you can see the powered by Drupal because we have the user ID there. And then if I open up another private window where I'm not logged in, and I go to login, you can see the Powered by Drupal block because we're on user/login. If I go to the register page, again, you can see the block. And then if I go to reset your password, you can see the block there as well.